Good evening. If you're following the HBO Harry Potter news, you will know that the icon that is Hans Zimmer has been selected to compose the score along with his collective Bleeding Fingers. So this is a very interesting one. What does it tell us about the new show's direction? So firstly, were we ever going to get a recycling of the original film score by John Williams for the new HBO show? No, I don't think that was ever likely to happen. Imagine if HBO decided to reuse the originals and build on them, which they could. I mean, at the end of the day, Warner Brothers obviously owns the rights to all of that score. But I do think it would have been a huge mistake. It would have tied this show way too closely to the films, far more than I think is healthy or useful. If we heard Hedwig's theme, for instance, which is the main one that we all know and love, in the new show, I don't think it would necessarily be a bad thing. I mean, it's so iconic, everyone loves it, and it's not really tied to a specific Harry Potter film. But imagine hearing this one, Hagrid the Professor, in the new show. The second you hear it, you immediately think of the Prisoner of Azkaban film. The association is so strong. Or this one, Gilderoy Lockhart, which is also tied so specifically to the Chamber of Secrets film. No, I think on the whole, not reusing the original score is definitely a good thing. Also thinking about it, even if they did reuse Hedwig's theme just a little bit, I still think that would just be tying this new show too closely to the original films, and it's better if they try and find their own voice. I do just want to do a tribute to John Williams though, whose original score was absolutely incredible, and in particular, of course, Hedwig's theme is a masterpiece and easily one of the most recognisable pieces of film music ever written. Those scores are a huge part of the success of the Harry Potter films, which is the reason that I think this new Harry Potter show is right in moving away from them. It needs to find its own voice. Also, it's worth mentioning that John Williams only did the score for the first 3 films. I'm guessing Hans Zimmer and Bleeding Fingers will be doing the entire 7 series of the new show, which in itself is definitely a good thing. In the films, we had 4 different directors and 4 different composers over the 8 films, which led to drastically different tones and feelings from film to film. Think about the difference in style and filmography between the Philosopher's Stone film, then the Prisoner of Azkaban film, and the Order of the Phoenix film. They were all so drastically different, they almost felt like they were from different film series to one another. Whereas the new show will have one showrunner, Francesca Gardner, and Mark Mylod, who will likely be the main directing presence from start to finish. So on top of this, if Hans Zimmer and Bleeding Fingers oversee the score for all 7 seasons from start to finish, then I think this will give the show a much more creatively unified feeling and sense than what we got with the films, if that makes sense. Now, what does the choice of Hans Zimmer mean for the new show? So Hans Zimmer is an absolute titan of a film composer who oversaw the score for the Dark Knight trilogy, Gladiator, Dune, and so much more. He's also done massive television series like The Crown, Prehistoric Planet, and Blue Planet. So, I think a lot of these scores have running themes of being part of rich and complicated worlds. The main theme of Dune gives off the complexity, darkness, and richness of the history and culture of the world in which the story resides. The same can of course be said of Blue Planet, where the soundtrack makes you think of the depth and ancientness of the world's oceans. Or think of the drama and grandiosity you feel when listening to the theme tune of The Crown. These running themes in a lot of his work tell us that the score we are going to get for Harry Potter will be grand, dramatic, and beautifully complement the complexity and darkness of the culture and politics of the Harry Potter world. I think Hans Zimmer excels in world building through music, which is exactly what a 7-season-long Harry Potter series needs. Where the John Williams Harry Potter score was fun, magical, playful, and perfect for the sense of wonder and discovery that the first films conveyed, I think we can expect the Hans Zimmer score to be rich, grand, and carry with it a sense of the depth and weight of the culture, history, and politics of the Harry Potter world. I cannot think of any better choice than Hans Zimmer to pick up the mantle from John Williams. Both absolute legends.